weird game. Weird game. I did predict that Barcelona would lubricate City, but this is one of those matches where, like, the scoreline doesn't tell the tale of the bad. 4-0, technically that is a lubrication on the cusp of a circumcision and a barbecuing. But City could have won this game. Forget about scoring goals or making it hard for Barcelona. City could have won the game. Barcelona did not play well. Zero chemistry, zero rhythm. They didn't even keep the ball that well. They didn't create that many chances. A lot of their guys weren't really flowing. But that is why these guys are dangerous. I mean, Messi, I think he probably ran about like 2 meters in the whole game. But he scored 3 Gs. But he scored 3 Gs. So let's just say, I mean, for me, like, just to note here. So the first thing that looks, City, I thought that, in the first half, you see, look, man, Pep obviously wanted to go without a striker and he wanted to do the false and maybe play an extra midfielder and just make it a bit less predictable in how they attack. So, like guys like De Bruyne, Silva and Sterling and Nolito can take turns playing in the striker just to make it a bit more malleable and a bit more on, off of the cuff to make it harder for Barcelona to defend. But I don't think it's worked, I mean, because as I predicted, De Bruyne was crucial. You saw what De Bruyne and Sterling, obviously, but you saw what De Bruyne did in the game, especially in the second half. If you put a striker in there, De Bruyne is crossing to a striker, not a midfielder. They get a goal because I keep on trying to tell people that the way strikers think is completely different from any other position. A midfielder will not make the kinds of runs a striker will make. A midfielder doesn't have the kind of anticipation and off the ball movement that a striker has. It's a quality striker. Their goals are predicated on their off-the-ball movement. A lot of the reason why Sergio Aguero, most of these guys get their G's is because of their awareness and the runs that they make, which is just what strikers do. Midfielders and defenders, they do different things. So they missed a trick there because, again, as I saw, De Bruyne was very effective. And Barcelona were finding it hard to mark De Bruyne because he's such an intelligent player, because he knows when to go wide, he knows when to cut on the inside, and he knows how to make those right runs. So let's say, Barcelona, they had zero rhythm in the whole thing. The Cannibal, I thought that he had a really bad game. I think he pretty much did nothing in the game. Neymar and Messi, they were quiet, but I think Mar, because I think after that goal that Mar scored, I think his new name is now Mar. Obviously, Mar, yeah, he was in and out, but he had some nice things as well as Messi as well. And that G from Mar, I mean, that's a G. Because literally, he sent Stones to Neptune. He sends Stones is currently in Neptune. That is how bad that dribble was. He showed him like he completely bamboozled that poor child. But you look at the turning points in this was the red card. And I have a very interesting theory here. You saw how Bravo got that red card. So obviously coming out and everything like that. If that was Joe Hart would have done the very English thing and done get rid. It's what the English call get rid. He would have smacked that ball away. But for Bravo, because Pep is obsessed with that, our keepers must try and keep the ball and pass the ball, he passed it. Literally, if Bravo smacks the ball, which is what a keeper should do in that situation, no point in taking chances. If he smacks that ball, there is no situation in which he now has to, which is what he did. It was just a gut reaction of like, move your hand. That's not really aware that he was actually beyond his box. So I think that really changed the dynamics of the game, and definitely it's played more in Barcelona's favor. But even despite that, almost similar to the whole Juventus-Lyon thing, when City went down to 10 minutes, they still produced a lot of really good chances, and they just did not take them away. And I thought that this game was calling for a Kelechi or an Aguero, just a striker's thinking to get in those dangerous positions and get that cheddar. That's what it is, just someone to get that cheddar. What else do I have here? So yeah, Sterling and De Bruyne. I just thought in that second half, for me, this was so much more of an improvement on what Pep had with Bayern when he played Barcelona and got completely spanked on the ass. albeit Barcelona have played a lot worse, and they were popping off in that match, but then they played lost. That's why it's so frustrating that, you know, for Pep would be thinking that this, if ever there was a chance to really take a hold of this group and beat Barcelona at the new camp, this was it, because Barcelona did not play well. And Barcelona were there to get beaten, because obviously, you know, Piqué, he came off injured, Jessica Alba came off injured. But this was a chance to get in there and really win the game. And especially in that second half, Sterling and De Bruyne, they got in so many amazing positions. And Barcelona defensively were finding it hard to really track these guys because they were making clever movements. Sterling was using his speed in the right way. I'm not a fan of Sterling. I still think the guy's a brick, but he was using his speed in the right way. And this was one of the rare times in which Sterling actually looked like he had a footballing brain. So, all in all, man, we're the game because 4-0 does not reflect the game. That's why if you didn't watch the game and you saw 4-0, you're like, oh, wow, okay, City are crap. But when you see the game, it's like, it was a very weird game. It was a very weird game because Barcelona didn't play well, but they somehow, and they missed the penalty, but they just somehow scored 4 Gs. And again, City defensively could have really avoided a lot of those Gs. Speaking of which, Brick Academy. Clichy's, did you see Clichy's attempt at a tackle for Messi's G? That's why he's in the Brick Academy, because Clichy is a horrendous defender. I would literally put my testicle in defense first before I would put Clichy in there. But yeah, man, that is it, man. Barcelona, you see, the way Barcelona played, they don't beat Atletico. They don't beat Real. But man, the Man City, maybe even like a Dortmund or these other kind of riff-raff guys, they will beat these guys. But I think for Barcelona, they can't play like that and expect to beat an Atletico who know how to beat them. Or Real Madrid who know how to beat them, or even a Bayern Munich. I just think that for Luis Enrique, there was a lack of rhythm in them. Maybe they were missing Sergio Roberto, who has played really well for them. Maybe they were missing the kind of... you know what? I think that is true. I think without Jessica Alba and Sergio Roberto to really add some kind of oomph in the flanks, which is very important to Barcelona's play, which is why the loss of Dani Alves was so huge. I think they lost that and they're not able to make up from that, and hence why it just seemed everything seemed very uneven, and there was a lack of that kind of flow with the overlapping runs and the kind of offensive play that Barcelona normally have. So I think those wing backs not really being available, I think really affected Barcelona's psyche and Luis Enrique's preparation. But still, Enrique, you still have enough players in there to play a lot better. They didn't need to play that better. City missed opportunity. This was a chance not only to get a point, this was a chance for them to beat Barcelona, and they missed out on doing so. And the French smoker is weird. Why did he make that tackle? Remember to follow me on Twitter and on Facebook via my handle there at HalfHopeHot. I am on Twitter and on Facebook to keep up to date with my videos, my thoughts, my appearances on TV. Follow me right there. Guys, it only takes a few seconds. Please, if you enjoyed the vid, like the video. It really helps to grow the channel. And if you're a new member, just subscribe to the channel right there. Subscribe right there to the channel for much more football hot stuff. Like the vid, subscribe, be part of the football hot fraternity. Stay black.